When your husband just doesn't care about your feelings, he brings you on national television, takes your heart out of your chest, tears it into tiny little pieces and stomps on it, and just sits there and watches you fall apart. Before I go on, let me introduce myself. I am Lungile. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Please subscribe, like, and share. The man that I am talking about is Qinisela Xaba, Season 4, Episode 3 of Mnakwethu. Yes, the show that is out here giving every woman in this country heart palpitations is back. And boy, oh boy, ain't my heart palpitating. Is that a word? I don't care. I didn't invent the English language. But guys, it hurt me so much. Let me take a step back. Let me give you context. So, on episode 3, we meet this gentleman, Qinisela Xaba, and he proceeds to let us know that he met his lovely wife, Umamia, in 2005. She was still in high school. You know, they started dating. The fact that she was still in high school when he met her, I can then surmise that he was her first in many things. I'm not gonna elaborate. They didn't elaborate, you know. And then eventually in 2014, he married her. Well, at least on this episode, the man married the woman. He lobolered and finished, and they are married. And this man and this woman, they have 3 children, of which one of them is a son, and he has 5 other brothers besides him. Mselego proceeds to ask him, my man, what is your reason for wanting polygamy? And he says he wants to grow the family. Ain't the family big enough? Is there any risk of this family ever going into extinction with him having 5 other brothers and he already has a son? And nowhere did he mention that his wife, Mamia, does not want to have any more kids. So, like, he could literally just tell his wife, listen, my aim is 6 kids. Are you down for that? And if she says yes, then proceed. But he didn't tell us whether he's discussed with Mamia having more kids with her. You know, things you do if you want a bigger family. You ask your wife first if you want to have more kids with her, you know. Anyways, Mselego wasn't buying it. It doesn't make sense. We were all not buying it, okay? So, what does Mr. Xaba do? He now brings in the dream element. So I've been having dreams about having more than one wife. I have hinted it to my wife that I might want to take a second wife. She just laughs it off. I had a dream about this other grandfather of mine, and that grandfather loved women, so I think that means I must have another the fudge, the sweet fudge. Okay, so this man basically couldn't even make up a valid reason as to why he wanted a second wife. Here's my suggestion. Gentlemen, be honest. When Mselego asks you why do you want a second wife, be honest and be like, listen, I love my wife and all that, but I saw this other pretty lady and I just want to have them both and keep them both, and I want my wife to know about the other lady, and I'm tired of sneaking around and the secrets, and I'm exhausted. So yeah, I want to keep them both. Be honest. Don't patronize us. Try to patronize him, saying, don't patronize us though. Oh, and another thing, Mr. Xaba mentions that his wife is from a polygamous family. So she knows all the downfalls, okay, all the negatives of polygamy. Mselego, being a polygamous man as well, he knows the negatives of polygamy, and Mselego starts naming them off. Yes, women complaining that you don't have enough time for them, too much drama, witchcraft within the family, blah blah blah, you know. And he, like, Mr. Xaba, he brushes it all off. She's traumatized because she's from a polygamous family or whatever. I want a second wife. Okay? And he also mentioned somewhere over there that his wife has a temper And when we meet the lady that's going to be wife number 2, Mazondi, when we meet Mazondi, she also mentions that she too has been told that Mamiya, first wife, has a temper. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this temper because I didn't see no temper when we finally saw Mamiya. But anyways, so Mazondi is ready, willing, can't wait to be docile, submissive, understanding wife number 2. Go girl. I guess nothing. Like, okay, woohoo. Now, when did Mr. Xaba meet Mazondi, prospective wife number 2? He said he met her either 2015, 2016. This man married his wife in 2014, and then a year or 2 later, he met this other lady and has been having both of these relationships concurrently at the same time all these years. If he was so comfortable cheating on his wife, brand new wife, was there ever a honeymoon phase at all? Like, there was like, maybe the honeymoon phase was just 3-6 months, and after that I was like, pretty girls everywhere, pretty girls everywhere. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, if he was so comfortable cheating on his wife soon after a marriage like that, I'm led to believe that he was never faithful to her since 2005 when they met anyways, you know. I would have loved to know how old he is, and then I could just do my own calculations about the age gap, you know. Because the other thing is, when you meet a woman and she's still very young, and at that point you're like 5 years or more older than her, it's easy for you to mold and condition that young lady to be what you want her to be. It's easier for you to mold and condition that lady to take and accept a lot of your BS, you know. Of course, right here, I'm making assumptions. Mamiya actually didn't speak much to us about her relationship. She just told us when and how they met, you know. Okay, now fast forward. I'm not fast forwarding at all, actually. Fast forward to when Mseleko walks in to the room. Oh, Mamiya knew exactly what was happening. Her heart sank. Her soul left her body. My lady just broke down into tears, okay? They both sit down, Mseleko and Xaba. I said this man's heartless. Mseleko had to give him a look. I don't know if you guys picked this up when you were watching. Mseleko had to give him a look for this man to actually just scoot closer to his crying wife. You are crying, you are distraught, and your husband is just sitting there looking at you like, yeah, it's exactly what you think. This is exactly who you think it is. And this man was like, you need to stop crying so we can talk. Like, with your tears, I want to get on with it. Like, Jesus Christ. he did not care. And like, even when he was telling her, okay, you know, when Mseleko lays down the foundation and tries to soften the blow, there is no way of softening this blow. There is no amount of cushioning you can provide when you throw your wife off and say, I want a second wife. It's a pain she's gonna feel. She gonna hurt. Okay, but this man was just like, yeah, so you haven't been taking me seriously. I want a second wife. I mean, when he said you haven't been taking me seriously, he means, because he's mentioned it to her prior, that he's having dreams about having a second wife, and his wife has been brushing it off. That's what he meant. No, nobody's ever just gonna say yes to that. Nobody's ever gonna welcome that. You know, so it was a mess, okay? And the anger that Xaba was talking about, that Xaba clearly told Mazondi about, that, you know what, his wife has anger issues, and we never saw it. Even when Mseleko brought in the Mazondi, when Mazondi came in, Mamiya did not explode. I mean, yes, she was confrontational and firm when she was talking to her husband, and then Mazondi as well. But what are you expecting? being in that situation. I mean, a lady that had anger issues, guys, a lady that had anger issues was the lady from the first episode. Now that's anger issues, okay? This, no, man. And also, there's something else I'm curious about on this season. It really seems like they are meeting somewhere fancy. They're doing this whole thing at a lodge somewhere. Like, this episode was filmed, I think, somewhere in Sandton. These people are from KZN. So what did they tell these wives when they're bringing them to these new locations? What do they tell them for the wives to just come happily and willingly? Because let me tell you something, these women are happy to be here. These women are happy to be filming. You know, when they're talking, yes, Xaba is my husband, we met in 2005. They're so happy. What are they told? What activity do these women think they are participating in? What show do these women think that they are participating in, that they are then just sucker punched when Mselegu walks in? I want to know that part, because I feel like that there's a betrayal element there, and it just compounds the pain and the disappointment, and it's a lot. It's too much. I think I preferred it when Mselegu just walk in at your house. So, like, I don't like Mr. Xaba. I don't like any of these episodes, but you know what? I keep watching because it shows me that you're the man in my culture. Guys, no. Guys, be loyal, be faithful. I don't think it's that hard. This sucks. And the funny thing is, I've never seen a man in any of these episodes that would be like, yeah, also my wife cheated on me. I've never, in all the seasons, I've never seen it. So that leads me to believe that these men get loyal, respectful women committed to being wives, committed to being their wives, committed to building a life together with this man, moving forward, raising families, and they do this nonsense. Just smack me with Mselegu walking in through the door telling me I'm about to be mom cool. As if I must be proud that I'm gonna be mom cool. I must be proud that you chose me first. But now you're choosing somebody else who, I am unable to can. So yeah, no, I'm not happy this ain't it. And also there was a part where they were asking Umamia if she agrees for her husband to take a second wife, because culturally, first wife must say yes, okay? But Mami, of course, said, no, this ain't gonna happen. Y'all can jola all you want, but you're not gonna be second wife to this man. And this man was like, yeah, but as a man, I have the last say. So what the hell are we doing? Why are we even here? Because as a man, you have the last say anyways. You just want to humiliate me on national television? Maybe you just wanted to meet Mselegu. I don't know. I think everybody in Port Shepstone can tell you where Mselegu's house is. If you just want to meet Mselegu and be a fanboy, go park outside his house, whatever. But like, it doesn't make sense, guys. If you have the final decision anyways, why are you going through this whole thing? Look, thank you for the viewership that I'm making a video about this. What? And even when the show was ending, he reiterated that, bottom line, he's gonna marry Mazondi. And never once in the whole episode and the whole show did this man show any comfort towards his wife. Never once did he utter any reassuring words towards his wife. He was just this concrete statue with a moving mouth next to her, delivering painful words. I am unable to can. And yeah, I think I don't want to make this video any longer. That is all I have to say on this Qinisela Xaba episode 3. I'm not happy with him, but that's none of his business. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Bye bye.